Hey guys, Sean here. Welcome to the F1 Word and to some pretty huge news coming from Red Bull. After weeks, well, more likely months of speculation, Red Bull has confirmed that Christian Horner has, and I quote, been released from his operational duties with effect from today. That's a fancy PR way of saying sacked, dismissed, or let go, I suppose. Now, the rumours of his exit started to circulate this morning, with the team confirming the news via a statement, with Oliver Mintzlaff, CEO Corporate Projects and Investments at Red Bull, adding, "We would like to thank Christian Horner for his exceptional work over the last 20 years. With his tireless commitment, experience, expertise, and innovative thinking, he has been instrumental in establishing Red Bull Racing as one of the most successful and attractive teams in Formula One. Thank you for everything, Christian, and you will forever remain an important part of our team history." Horner becomes the latest big name to leave the team, of course, following the departures of the likes of Adrian Newey and Jonathan Wheatley. As for who will replace him, though, well, that's already been decided, with Racing Bulls boss Lauren McKee's being given a promotion to the main team effective immediately, and he will take on Horner's role as CEO, with Alan Permain, currently racing director at the sister team, stepping up to take on the role of team principal at Racing Bulls. So there we have it then. Christian Horner is gone. What a morning. Let me know what you think down below, but my initial reaction was very much one of surprise. To be fair, though, this is something that, as mentioned at the start, has been rumoured for a while, so maybe we shouldn't be totally shocked, but the timing is a little bit surprising. That said, the team is enduring a pretty rough season despite Max Verstappen's best efforts to drag that car to some great results, and when that kind of thing starts to happen, something has to give, and the buck usually stops with the manager. I mean, look at the stats. The team has actually been outscored by Sauber since Spain, and they look a long way off where they are expected to be as they sit fourth in the Constructors with a second car that next to nobody seems to be able to get a tune out of. All right, the driver's title is the one that carries the prestige, we know that, but the big bosses at Red Bull will be focused on the cash as well, so P4 in the standings won't sit well with them. It also has to be mentioned that Horner was blighted by off-track allegations of inappropriate behaviour towards a staff member last year, although he was cleared of any wrongdoing in an internal investigation, but it certainly won't have helped his position. Look, there could be, and likely will be, a multitude of other reasons as to why this has happened now, most of which will come to light in the coming days, weeks and months, I'm sure. But there was some talk a week or so back that all this Verstappen to Mercedes talk was an internal politics power play to try and enforce a change, so that could also be a factor. And you know, the threat of the team's star driver leaving may also force the bosses to react. But again, we don't know right now, so probably best not to get into that. Christian Horner gets a lot of stick, and some of it is totally justified. But over 2 decades, he has helped steer an energy drinks company-owned team that was seen as a bit of a joke in the paddock in its early years to some huge success. Success some teams can only ever dream of. He helped convince Adrian Newey to make the transformative move to the outfit and was in charge in 2009 when the team took its first win. That was followed by 4 consecutive Drivers' and Constructors' Championship titles, which is no easy feat, but after that the team suffered a lull by those standards at least, but still managed to pick up wins and offer up a threat to the likes of Mercedes and Ferrari, albeit never really for a title. He then oversaw drivers' title triumphs in 2021, 22, 23 and 24, with the 2023 season going down as the most dominant in F1 history, the team winning all but one of the 22 races that season, courtesy of Max Verstappen's 19 wins, which still baffles me, and Sergio Perez's 2. The team also took Constructors' title victories in 22 and 23. The point is, whilst he may not have covered himself in glory lately and the team may be going through a very rough patch right now, it hasn't always been doom and gloom, and the relationship between the two has been a very strong and positive one. What next for Christian Horner then? Well, he has been linked very strongly with a move to Ferrari, with reports emerging again a few weeks ago that he had held talks with the team. Thinking about it as I'm saying this sounds like it's been brewing for a while, doesn't it? And with Fred Vasseur's position seemingly under threat, it doesn't take a genius to work out who the Scuderia will likely turn to if they do feel a change is necessary. Obviously, that is pure speculation. I think you know that, but it's something well worth keeping an eye on. We've still got a gap to the next 2 races and then a summer break where things could happen. I'd imagine, though, Horner wouldn't mind a bit of a breather for a while. That is it then for this super quick-ish news reaction video, but what do you make of Horner's sacking and where do you think he will end up next? You can let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I will be back on Saturday with a look back at Nico Hulkenberg's road to an F1 podium, unless we get any other news, of course. But in the meantime, if you did enjoy this one, then please do leave a like, as it really does help the channel in its never-ending battle with the YouTube algorithm, and consider subscribing as well so you don't miss any future videos or streams. been a while since I've done one of these breaking news videos, but as ever, thank you for watching. I've been Sean, this has been the F1 Word, and until next time, goodbye.